Hello and welcome to this box set, which is a junior lawyer's handbook. It is lovely to have you with me for this box set. Now, today we're going to be looking at module 1, which is basic writing skills for professional practice. Now, if you haven't come across me before, my name's Jackie. I was a corporate solicitor in practice. I worked and trained at Taylor Wessing in London. I moved to the Northwest. I was at Pannoni's and Hammonds in the Northwest. And one of the things that I specialised in was working and training with the junior lawyers, which is why you've got me for this box set. Now, I was in practice for 10 years. I left practice, I moved to teach. I've now been teaching for 19 years. I'm qualified to teach up to master's level. I'm a certified management and business educator, but I only teach the areas that I've specialised in practice. And this is fundamental to everything you will ever do in your professional role. So, what we're going to look at today. The overall reason we're looking at this today is being able to write clearly and precisely and proofread carefully and correctly are key components of everything you will ever do in professional legal practice. If you're embarking on proofreading or you're drafting attendance notes, billing narratives or any other documents, then this is for you. So we're going to start off thinking about the reasons why we might use a written format, and then we are going to go through the fundamental rules. So I don't like the word basic, these are fundamentals. We're going to talk about spelling, punctuation, thinking about all sorts of different grammar rules, looking at the structure of your written work and talking about clarity and headings. And then I do want to finish up just talking a little bit about proofreading as well. Now, there are many purposes for writing a letter, but there are lots of other reasons why we might use a written format in addition to writing a letter as well. Now, we can give oral advice as solicitors, but you should always confirm oral advice in writing. So it could be by letter, but it could be in another form as well, such as an attendance note. And the idea behind confirmation of advice is it's vital to avoid any misunderstanding. So we could be using a letter or an email to convey information. We could be using it to provide advice. We could be using it to persuade or negotiate with someone or to negotiate, and also to keep or create a written record. So the idea is that you should be keeping written notes to make sure you're clear on the status of any files you're working on. Written notes help you keep track of your work, they assist case management, and they allow you and your team to be clear on what's been done and what needs to be done next. So it's really important that all of the key writing skills that we're going to be talking about in this webinar apply to everything you write, not just your letter writing. So, for example, any narratives you write for your time recording, you should think that they are potentially going to be seen by a client. And we're going to be looking at time recording later on. But the idea is that everything we talk about today applies to everything you write in your work. So the golden rule, this is your fundamental point. Always read your work for sense. And we're going to keep coming back to this point throughout today. This applies to everything. Emails, billing narratives, proofreading is vital.